We're going again. You're probably following off on the last stream, but we had a gremlin in the studio today. We had a gremlin in the studio, and the gremlin was messing with our router and messing with our connection. But don't worry, we controlled it. We got the gremlin under control. We got the gremlin under control. So with that being said, let's get back to what we're doing. So we was talking about Victoria Everest. I'm gonna be playing this. I'm gonna be playing back. React to some of the content that I put out, and just following the story really. Just as as I feel as if there hasn't been the same energy put towards this as other things, and it's very serious because it just doesn't only affect men, an innocent man being put into prison and being labeled all manner of things. It also affects women that are actually seeking justice, that are actually have some of these things happen towards them. So if people are wondering why it's important, and it's because of that reason, because of that reason. So let's get back to playing it.
What have you won from that, though?
So what? The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine.
This isn't just another wallet ad. This is the wallet I carry every day. Okay, don't hit that skip button. Let me just explain. So
The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. Listen, being a liar, even being a cheater, does not make you a graper, or does not make you someone that commits assault to women. So, yeah, this is how they think. They'll be like, well, he's done something to me, so yeah, I need to do something to him. But what you're doing to him is going to ruin a man's whole life and career.
That's all. Let him continue lying for a living. That's what he does. He spins stories and sells dreams for a living. End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
But okay, I get your angle, but then you can't say you've won or you was able
It's
to
not a
hide.
game. I'm done. I've pulled back. I've done what I've done. I've played my move. I've moved on. Like,
Talking about it's not a game and I moved on after you got man on charges is madness. Like, nah, it's not over. And the maddest thing is, it's only gonna get started for you now because we're all picking it up and I'm the man's voice and we're gonna make sure the amount of people that send this to me, shout out to Big Ego, shout out to also Jay Space for posting that as well.
But you weren't able to hurt. The way you usually like to hurt men, you weren't able to hurt.
well, I did, because in the relationship, I continued to cheat on it.
Nah, this one here is a real demon. Imagine cheat. In the relationship, I continue to cheat on him. Listen to her, like, guys, like, in the relationship, I continue to cheat on him. I continue to cheat on him. Are you guys? We're reacting to Survivor Victoria Everest. I've done about 13 different parts. So what we're doing is we're just reacting to the videos that I put out, and this was the first one. So this was before everything really like kicked off because a lot of blogs wasn't picking it up, and then we was picking it up. So then once we started picking it up and it started, and other people started to pick it up. But you can see she's been recorded here, and she's just basically just admitting to everything over here. So when she starts to make other stuff up, then shout out to Natalia. She says, "Why if you guys don't care?" That's why she's not locked off. She gives great victims a bad name. Yeah, of course she does. Of course she gives great victims a bad name, but what you gonna do about it? Yeah, knowing you've cheated and then getting a man done for R and assault, all because you don't like how my man moves or he lies. Yeah, she's gonna need to be cancelled. So this is Victoria Everest. This is her Instagram account. She has 752,000, almost 800,000 followers. She's some type of wellness guru, health guru, juice guru. Let's look at her story. So this is talking about the fasting, juice. This is her. What's this all about? Berries. So you can clearly see what she's about. She's about that healthy lifestyle. Okay, and this is what she's selling. You know what she is? She's one of these spiritual, moon and the stars types of lighties. And I told the man them about these girls. I know man them see these girls doing all the fresh fruit. They wearing these clothes. They got all these beads. And man them are thinking to themselves, yeah, this is my type of woman. But bro, the most toxic types of women you understand? Some of these women are the more toxic types of women, and let me show you how toxic she is. Oh, it started. There are some fake AI videos that have been posted online. Please report the pages posting these fake videos. Nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Like, they always do this one. Before, they used to be like, I got hacked. That was the old school one. But now it's, oh, it's AI. Nah, this ain't AI. This is you. This is not no.
Listen, AI's giving everyone an excuse now. AI's giving an excuse where everyone could be like, oh, it was AI. It wasn't me. It was AI. Someone used my voice. Someone, no, it was cap. I'm sorry. AI, you can't use AI. You're not going to use AI to get yourself out of this. You're not going to use AI to get yourself out of this.
AI. No, this is you. This is straight you. We're not going to blame AI. So let's get into the comments. I see Jay Space say, down with the Jezebel spirit. Madam Molly says, Victoria Everest, you are out here doing the devil's work. I thought you were a true angel girl. That you is doing God's work. This you is doing God's work. Shout out to the bro that recorded this, man. You are doing God's work, bro. Trust me, you really are. Because without you, we will not be seeing this. This guy needs £1 million gifted to him. If 100k, 1,000 man donate 10 quid, we can actually make it happen. Don't you talk about being vegan and good energy? These are also the women that make it harder for real victims to come forward and get the rightful conviction. Okay, we're on code. I nominate this guy for Bro of the Year 2025. Let's take it. Let's take this girl to jail. To the jailhouse. All right, the comments are on code. People are not rating this. The women are not rating this. The man are not rating this. Shout out to Just Emily. My spirit never took to her, and I always thought I was being judgmental. But God, thank you for my gift of discernment. I pray men are protected from women who are wicked enough to fake grape. Listen, and this is the same woman who is telling you how to heal. Man, is always, I want you women to be understanding, a lot of these women that are selling you these courses and selling this lifestyle, these are the most toxic types of women themselves. May we all have a friend like this brother here, especially in psychology, saving a brother's life. Shout out to this brother. Don't know who he is, but bro, you're the MVP. Jail. She needs to take accountability for her actions. It was at this moment she knew she effed up. Remember, if this guy didn't record this, someone's son will be in jail. He didn't comment. Listen, disgusting behavior. Someone says she's got a son. If she's got a son, imagine having a son, but yet doing this to someone else. Witchcraft.
Yeah, guys. She's got a son. Victoria, she has a whole son, okay? So as we're reading the comments, you got to remember, the way she's moving to man, imagine someone does that to her son. That's what I always think, like, when these women that make these false accusations, that have sons or they got fathers and brothers, don't ever think, oh, wow, imagine someone does that to my brother. Imagine someone does that to my father, like. They don't. But, because that's pure evil.
After God fear women. Whoa, am I a snitch if I take this video to the feds? We need to find the accused guy. Yeah, no, you're not a snitch, bro. Who is the accused guy? Because some man outside got done dirty and we need to stand up for him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jay Spades. He posted it as well, and he's not having it. Like, big up Jay Spades for using the platform. Man, then the same energy that they gave to Ginge, we need to keep it on. Donnie needs to go fund me for this God's work. Who's got it? Yeah, bro. Worst thing is there's so many hurt, bitter females. There's so many. She needs to be effing cancelled ASAP. Big up the brother recording this, a real brother. Keep it there. Big up this brother, man. Ain't this the same girl portraying healthy living, lifestyle, holistic? It's always these types. Send her to jail, dirty crosses girl. So this is her page. But I see how you man, I'm getting gassed up. Look at her. You get me little peas. I see it. She's out there picking the fruits. Man, them will see this type of thing and they'll just get super gassed. Yeah, but what are they selling to you? What is she selling to you, ladies? What are you?
Oi, what is she selling? What is she selling? Oi, what is she selling? Oi, what is she selling? I don't know what she's selling. Ladies, talk to me. What is she selling? She's selling some type of fruit. It says Jamaican rose apple juice. Jamaican rose apple juice. She's selling the Jamaican rose apple juice. You see it there? See them apples there? What are you saying? She's a thief too. She's robbed the man's business idea about wellness. She's selling the juice. She's selling the apple. She's selling the Jamaican apple. You want a Jamaican apple? She can get you one. You want some?
Into this lifestyle. Ladies, I'm going to need to be very vocal on this. This woman is a scammer, yeah? By having drank plain water in 2 years. She will sell you a lifestyle. Women love to sign up to retreats and things.
Alright, I can't be with no girl that hasn't drink with no water in 2 years. How can you not drink water for 2 years? Bro, I'm sorry. How you gonna? You're telling me you just drank juice for 2 years straight? Just orange, just juice. Hey D, Spinelli. Hey, how can a woman just drink juice for 2 years? She's never drank water.
She's drinking tap, bro.
But her body must be. How can your body? Her nani must be frowsy. Must smell like what? That's crazy. How can you not clean your what? You need water to cleanse your body, don't you?
I think so.
I think so too.
Where they can get together with the girls and sit by pretty women and tell you why you're not good enough. No, like this is, she's a complete and utter scammer, and I can see it. And judging from her profile page to look into what she's saying behind the scenes, you really know what she's about. You really know what she's about. Stop having these types of women.
Friday,
What are you really
Instagram.
buying from her?
I
What
am
is it,
jumping
ladies?
on
What do you
just
pay
to
for? When you
remind
go to this
every
type of woman,
single
what do you pay for?
person
Look at this
who has
woman
had
here.
questions
She's a demon.
about joining our
okay?
juice
This
fast.
is a pure
One of the
demon.
questions I get
This
asked
is
a
nothing
lot
other
is,
than that, a pure demon.
I don't
And they
want to
said,
lose
believe
weight.
all women. Remember when they said,
I don't want to lose weight. I
women?
want to do the fast. I want to be healthy,
No,
but I don't want
don't
to
look
lose
at
weight.
someone. I'm sorry. Yeah,
So
she's
I've come
pretty.
on
She's got a
here
little steak, and this is
to
why
tell
people
you
are
guys
getting gassed.
one thing.
This is what makes women
And
sign
one
up. Women
thing.
see women like this and be like, I want to look
Do
like
I
her.
look
I want
like
to
I've
be
lost
like
weight?
her. I'm going to sign up to
I
her
mean, yeah,
course. I'm
sure,
going to
I've
sign up to her
lost
juice.
weight.
Wherever.
What is she selling, ladies? What is she selling? She said, what is she selling? I see a lot of what is she selling, ladies? Tell me, what are you buying from her? What is she selling? What's she selling you? Is it natural? I don't think it's natural. I don't think it's natural. Ladies, what is she selling you? Oh yeah, big up TikTok. We're streaming on YouTube. Hit the like button. I don't think it's natural.
I've
To a
lost
retreat,
weight.
and I'm going to pay money to go
I'm
there.
fasting on a
But this
regular
woman is
basis. I've lost
monetizing off
weight
these women,
in
and on
my
top of
system.
that, she's
Because part
also
of our
making false
program,
accusations
the
against
Total Body
men.
Reset Juice
Like,
Fast
this is
Academy,
disgusting. We need
I
to
teach you
stand
to
up, and
detox
this is why the
and
Me Too
cleanse
movement took so
the
much
body.
flack because of women like this. So let's look. She's talking about toxic, right? Top 10 detox lessons I've learned from helping clients. Lesson 1, your body's way more toxic than you think. Even healthy clients release ropeworms, mucus plaque, and heavy metals they never knew existed. How are you talking about toxic? Listen, you got a detox from you. Detox isn't a weekend juice cleanse. Real detox is systematic, methodological, and takes time. It's like cleaning the house. You need to clean out your house because your house is dirty. Lesson 3, push too hard, too fast, you recirculate toxins. Lesson 4, the gut comes first, always first. Man, them, trust your gut. Trust your gut when you deal with women like this. You need to trust your gut when you deal with women like this. Your emotions are stored in your tissues. Number 5. Your emotions are definitely stored in your tissue when you're letting man them nut up inside of you. Lesson 6, most supplements are garbage. Lesson 6, most of these online influencers are garbage, just like you. Lesson 7, your environment matters more than your willpower. What environment do you put yourself in? Yeah, Victoria. What environment do you put yourself in? I swear you've got a son. Why did you put yourself in an environment where you want to start lying on men? Parasites are way more common than you think. Yes, parasites are way more common than you think. And you, my girl, Victoria, you are a parasite. You are parasitic. Yeah?
Yikes.
Number 9, detox is spiritual work. I mean, it is spiritual work, and you haven't done the spirit because your spirit is dirty. Your body wants to heal. Your body wants to heal. Believe all women, they said. Me too. It's not a fad. It is a fad. It is. So what are we gonna do now? Victoria Everest, we got her in 4K, and now she's trying to say it's AI. She's trying to say it wasn't her. People are lying on her. But I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. If you want to stand up, ladies, if you've got a son, if you've got brothers, your father, and you don't want men to be lied upon, and you know how damaging that is, and if you're a woman that's ever been the victim of ever such, yeah, like, let's not even talk about that. But if you've ever been a victim, you know how hard it was to seek justice. Some of you have never got justice, and you got a woman out here knowingly going out there and lying on men to fit her agenda. Now, if this isn't due for cancellation, I don't know what is. And I've seen people talk about, it's not keep mentioning Ginger J, but yo, he crashed out and he said some stuff, but he didn't actually destroy no one's life. She needs jail time. Women that lie on men need to go to jail.
Yeah, like, end of the day, listen, Ginger J crashed out. He said some stuff offensive to a particular demographic of women. He was punished, but the energy wasn't the same, and you know, lying on someone and actually committing a crime and putting someone in for one of the worst things that can ever happen, and then people weren't trying to give it the energy, you know, even though they dragged him for 7 weeks, they're still dragging him now, but then they just can't, you know, they just never had the same energy for something as heinous as setting a man up for rape.
You need to keep that same energy. My name is Chyna, I'm the man, them's voice.
So yeah, so that was Surviving Victoria Everest. That was part one. I say part one, you like part one? I'm like, yeah, baby. You know, we really had hella. It's like the saga that keeps on giving. It just kept on giving. That was part one.
A couple of years ago.
So guys, make sure you like the video. Natalia says, before she can give nutritional advice, I want to see medical credentials. These influencers are like to sell ish. Yeah, they don't need anything. They don't need anything to give out advice. They don't need anything. They could just go and give out the advice straight. You know what I mean? But she got bare women are there buying from her, buying into everything. So at the same time, you know, women, stop buying into these women. These witches, that's what they are.
Told that a guy I know was being falsely accused of rape. He was on bail, and honestly, there was no way he would beat the case because the woman planned it very well. She invited him over, had sex with him, then she went to her bathroom and called the police, accusing him of rape, so he got arrested at the scene. So we're gonna just stop it there. I will just read an extract from Gucci Walker, but before we get into that, guys, please like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. My name is Chyna, and definitely drop the comments. So unless you've been underneath a rock or you've not been seeing social media, yesterday it went viral, Victoria Everest, and I covered it. Basically a leaked video of her admitting to openly lying to the police and getting a man arrested and basically convicted for rape. And the video has since then gone viral. So this is our follow-up video. So before we go straight into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, and then yeah, follow this one because this one goes way in.
But it's a fake rape charge. So what do you want from that?
So what? The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. That's all. Let him continue lying for a living. That's what he does. He spins stories and sells dreams for a living. End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
But I get your angle, but then you can't say you won or you was able
It's
to
not a
hurt.
game. I'm done. I've pulled back. I've done what I've done. I've played my move. I've moved on. Like,
But you weren't able to hurt. The way you usually like to hurt men, you weren't able to hurt.
well, I did, because in the relationship, I continued to cheat on him. Remember?
Killing yourself with a fake rape charge.
Whoa. In the relationship, I continue to cheat on him. Whoa, Wizzy, wow. Here, well, I did, because in the relationship, I continued to cheat on him. So she's moaning about him. She's setting him up for rape, and then she admits on camera that she was cheating on him. This is crazy. Yo, big up AP, I'm good. We're just streaming on YouTube. And then she admits that she was, what, cheating on him. Okay.
Can I tell you what? You're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake rape charge across. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it'll bounce back on you, and it'll be obviously they will have medical.
I've done all this. There's every.
So that's just an extract of the video. There is the longer video we are going to play shortly, but let's get to the guy that was actually exposing her, Gucci Walker. Let's see what he's got to say. A couple of years ago, I got told that a guy I know was being falsely accused of rape. He was on bail, and honestly, there was no way he could beat the case because the woman planned it very well. She invited him over, they had sex, then she went to her bathroom and called the police, accusing him of rape. He got arrested at the scene in a house while the evidence of his sperm was still inside of her. This guy was going to go to prison for such an evil plan. Not just one count of rape, but 2 counts. He would have got 12 years minimum. When I heard it, I felt sick. I had to try help. I went to a gym and I made friends with her and worked my charm. It didn't take long before she eventually started bragging to me about the way she hurts men. I had my phone secretly filming the whole conversation, and the police dropped the rape charge against the guy. We live in an evil world. Men really need to be careful with some women. Shout out to Gucci Walker, man. If there is a GoFundMe page, someone told me his real name, but I don't want to shout it out, man. But if there's a GoFundMe,
So this was in the beginning. Yeah, but shout out to Gucci, man, because that was a real movie done there, man. Like, if there was Best Friend of the Year or Bro of the Year award, it would have to go to him because of what he went and did there and how he got her to open up and how she exposed so much. Do you understand? Like, she literally exposed so much. So big up Gucci for doing that.
bro, you deserve it. For you're doing God. You did God's work.
Hey guys, this video is kind of a gross one. False allegations can truly ruin somebody's life. And those who make false allegations really should be put, I don't know, underneath the jail. But there's a special place in hell for people that make false allegations and then allow themselves to be videotaped admitting to them. Now this is Victoria Everest.
So this is only getting bigger and bigger. So this is Goob. I think his name John Dorsey. He's anyone that knows about Goob knows that he's a fitness fanatic gym guy. But one of the things he does, he exposes, influences those people that are basically some of the most disgusting people, gym people that take advantage of their clients, and he calls them out, BBLs and the rest of it. So he's onto her now.
She's a health influencer. She does total body cleanses. And yeah, she's pretty much a fucking grifter and scammer in the health and fitness world. She was just caught on tape talking about her recent rape allegations. I'll let the tape play.
So how do you, what do you want from that?
The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. That's all.
Like, wow, that is her casual.
You could triple your income. You could be doing other things, you know what I mean? So that's
I don't know why the audio is playing up a little bit.
is reality. You're killing yourself with a fake rape charge. That's the word. You're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake rape charge. Because if it doesn't go according to plan,
Yeah, but he claimed that we didn't have sex, but there was evidence to say that we had.
The video of me, John, she says, and he says, oh yes, I'm sorry, I can take it down right now. And then she says, the video you have shared is a highly sensitive and deeply personal. I was a victim of domestic abuse and at the hands of a serial abused. It was a big case with the police that spanned over 3 years. This man went as far as assaulting both me and my child. So he says, oh wow, I must have listened to it wrong. That's totally reasonable, you're right. And she then says, honestly, John, the video was taken over 8 years ago, created without my consent and released this week intended to defame me. I appreciate you remaining neutral on this matter. It's not the whole context. Then he replies, I'm just kidding, you retard. You were caught on camera talking about destroying a man's life with your false allegations.
Listen, look at her. Please, can you remove this for me? Remove what? The video of me, John. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Can I take it down right now? The video you have shared is highly sensitive and deeply personal. I was a victim of DV at the hands of a serial abuse, and it was a big case with the police that spanned over 3 years. This man went as far as assaulting the child. And then he's like, oh wow, I must have listened to it wrong. I'm totally reasonable, you're right. Honestly, John, the video was taken over 8 years ago, created without my consent and released this week, intended to defame me. I appreciate you remaining neutral on this. Then he's like, I'm just kidding, you retard. You were caught on talking about destroying a man's life. Listen, on camera, this woman did the most, all right? And the outrage hasn't been the same. And obviously, you know, a lot of people said, oh, man, them don't stick together. A lot of people said it's because men don't care. Men do care, and men are outraged. And then we started covering it, and since we've been covering it, it's just been going, you know, that's when taking notice. So if we left it to the women, they would have said it was up to us. But I just think anyone that's got a brother, father, a man, anything, granddad, nephew, niece,
Eat-ish. Yeah, she really thought she could gaslight Goobs, you know. Nah, I can't lie. She really thought she could gaslight Goob. So guess what I said? She really thought she could gaslight Goob.
Took Clen, strong fat burner. That's not steroids. I've seen girls who take steroids. They compete.
Oh, I thought she was supposed to be. Thought she was selling the healthy juice lifestyle, but here we have her admitting to taking Clen. Now, what is Clen? In the US and many other countries, Clen is only approved for veterinary purposes, so buying or possessing it for personal human use is technically illegal. Legally sell or recommend it as a fat burner. It is not approved supplement. Now, she has admitted to taking Clen, okay? That's all I'm saying. She has admitted to taking Clen. Ethics and transparency around Clem.
Clem, how you guys taking supplements that are made for, but you still take it because you want to have ripped abs? Crazy.
Matters. If a trainer is using substances like clenbuterol, it can drastically change how fast they lose fat or maintain muscle compared to. Clients think the trainer's results came only from clean diet and exercise. They may develop unrealistic expectations about what's possibly natural. Not disclosing could be considered misleading marketing or even false advertising if the trainer is selling of which she is doing. So Victoria Everest, 750k followers on Instagram. Let's have a quick look. I'll be honest with you, ever since it's come out, set retreat, that's 7 days from the 3rd to 9th October, 3 days to go. She's actively promoting that on her story. She turned off her comments. Welcome to our sanctuary. So this is in Jamaica as well. Like, shout out to my Jamaicans and that, but you definitely got this woman over here and she's selling dreams to women and she's using your backdrop. Not her.
Hey, she got the yard man there in the backdrop. Hey, yard man, what's going on? She got the yard man with the beard, with the white beard, authenticated. Hey, she's finessing. What's going on, yard man in the back? She's got the yard man in the back, and she's finessing. What is going on, yard man? She really got the yard man in the back. That's a mad thing. Free the yard man from the shackles. Please free the yard man. Please free the yard man. Please free the yard man, okay? Please free the yard man. Free him for me.
About powerful wisdom from our indigenous elders. My man needs to be careful she doesn't set him on an R charge. Hey, first, listen, I think a lot of people are looking for an escape. They're looking for escape, and women like this prey on people. Idle sip. All they show is a bit of fruit and veg, and all of a sudden you get people gassed. You have a lot of lost people and they're all searching for something, and Victoria has found this.
Swords, let's go. She showed me, I said book it, and so that's how I made it here. And the total body retreat is so in line with what we do, and it's just diving deeper into what we believe in. The experience with that has been amazing. Everything, just the flight here, the grand entrance here, this place is amazing. And so far, the adventures and the experience.
These are the types of people that pay all this money, so she's got an American accent.
Yeah, like, these people, yeah, I'll just listen to that, yeah. These people, they're just looking for, I'm going to explain in a second, but these ones here, they're just looking for escape. You know, she got bare money as well. I think she might be lesbian. Nothing wrong with that. But I think, yeah, they go in there because they're looking for something.
They travel from America, and especially for love, they're searching for culture. They're searching for this, and they will pay you for this, especially of an aesthetically pleasing, beautiful woman. Yes, they're going to pay. They're going to get together, the sisterhood. But listen, this is purely monetizing women's pain.
With the women, with her staff, it's seamless. The indigenous tribe.
So many people are lost. So many Americans are so lost that they will pay money and travel to Jamaica for a luxury resort retreat. And we're talking about indigenous tribe. You are not indigenous. You are not. They sell you this. They sell you this. This is the longing. People are wanting a sense of community.
That was amazing. Really got an insight of what Jamaica is really about. There's different narratives, different perspectives, but then we just got it from truth from the source. And that was...
I can't lie, she has the whole aesthetic for the type of woman that Victoria will definitely monetize off. I can't lie, this is too easy for her.
The heart of it. So now we're understanding the actual combination of juicing, what goes with what. And that was kind of... the indigenous tribe. That was amazing. It really got an
Rastafari indigenous village. What is just a bunch of women in there? Listen. What's the yard man in JA got to say about this? I need to speak to the yard man, car. You got her over here just selling whole dreams, and don't forget she's out there lying on men. Yard man, how you feel about this?
insight.
For real, she's out there just finessing the yard man. Yard man, how you out there just getting finessed by her? She's out there doing the most. What's the yard man saying about this? Rastafari indigenous village. How do you feel, yard man? How do you feel?
Of what Jamaica is really about is there's different narratives, different perspectives, but then we just got to come true from the source, and that was the heart of it. So now we're understanding the actual combination of juicing, what goes with what, and that was kind of a missing link for myself. And now I'm putting that together. It was easy. So the juicing was easy. It was lovely. I was just wanting it all. Now we have a better perception of how it's supposed to work. And so, yeah, we're looking for now the results. And it's happening already.
The fact that she's really monetizing this, food is medicine, and so is check out our retreat juice menu for this week. She's literally using this opportunity to push even more content. Mandem, I hope you're paying attention. This is why when people say cancel, how you cancelling someone that is not trying to be cancelled? She's not even in the country right now. She's fully monetizing this moment. Yeah, so let's look at her followers. 750k followers, and I still got 131 mutuals. Why is everyone still following her? So yesterday I spoke about Thomas Barty.
Crazy.
We spoke about Young Philly, and we spoke about Noel Clark, but we can't forget Michael Ward.
Nope.
Guys, we need to have real justice. And still innocent until proven guilty, okay? But women like Victoria Everest are extremely dangerous, and I heard she's got a son as well. I can't believe it. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. My name is...
Well, it's still innocent until proven guilty. I want everyone to remember that. It's still innocent until proven guilty, all right? So while everyone out over there, it's still innocent until proven guilty. All right, because some of y'all guys don't, you know. Let's see it. I was talking about black fatigue earlier on, about being tired of about black fatigue and experience it and other races. So let's what we got here?
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily. Today, we have our first guest in our new studio. Welcome to the show, Shamika Michelle.
Hi. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
So, you're a co-host on Jason Whitlock's Fearless show.
Well,
or commentator?
one of his contributors.
Contributors,
Yes.
okay. You were a Fox News contributor, and you were an author.
Yes.
And you were also a housewife for 20 years, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into cultural and political commentary?
By mistake. I would say by mistake because after I got divorced, I started a group called Naked Girls. So it's a long story. I'm sorry.
I was wondering why it said Naked Girls when you called.
Oh yes, that's why.
I was so confused.
Right. Like, who is this? Yeah, because we just been texting
what did she do in another life?
Yeah.
So her name's Shamika. She's sitting down with Pearl, and I can tell she's a right-wing commentator, and she seems to be right to the right anyway. So let's get into this and see what she has to say. It's about black fatigue, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
give me the backstory.
That's what it is. Okay, so in high school, me and my group of friends, we called ourselves the Girls.
Okay.
GIRLZ. It was just like our little group in high school. Everybody had different groups. We called ourselves like little sororities and fraternities. We were called the Girls. So when I started this group, I was like, we should start a blog and we should just, tell our feelings and be open, because I made a post on Facebook just talking about how I hated divorce and that I didn't understand how people were celebrating divorce and having all of these divorce parties. I thought it was stupid. And so I told my friends, these same group of women, I said, I poured my feelings out on Facebook, don't let everybody crucify me for being a naked girls. And because, we were the girls. And so they were like, naked girls, we love it. That's what we should call our blog. And it through the whole thing. Told you I had a blog. And so I was just write this up. But I think
And
for
you
the most
posted
part,
a black square, huh?
no, I didn't post a black square. I didn't do that. But I was.
Girls on my volleyball team, they stopped being friends with me because I wouldn't post a black
Really?
square.
Yeah, I didn't post that.
I was like, I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
They were like, where's your black square? I'm like,
I never posted a black square for BLM, Black Lives Matter. When that was going on, I was one of the few people that did research amongst everything. I never ever supported BLM, Black Lives Matter. I remember I had white friends and colleagues that were telling me, oh, how can you not support BLM? You're black. I said, so what? I don't support no Black Lives Matter. I said, yeah, my life matters, but you're not going to see me screaming about that. My life matters not just because I'm black. Anyway, I'm African. African lives matter. How about that?
That was stupid.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But keep going. So you
Tell them they were
you had a
stupid.
black power phase. What was that about?
So I think just the amount of people that I was around, I feel like for a lot of people with a lot of melanin, I'm trying to unblack myself. So a lot of times I don't say black because I'm unblacking myself.
Okay. I was like, you can. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm so sick of it. But just victims, and everything was skin based.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, well, this is happening, it must be because I'm black.
Yeah.
Or this is happening for somebody else, must be because they're black. And I wasn't forced to kind of look at other reasons that it could be. And so I went through that phase where I would say, white people with big noses, stay out of our business.
Yeah.
I just went through that phase, and not understanding or not even looking at statistics, especially when social media kept putting out there was a black man being killed by police. They make it seem as if they're dropping dead every day. It's happening across.
Yeah, I will say that, I think the amount of, do you know how mad it is? Before, you would have never ever seen someone being deleted, but due to social media, we become desensitized. All of us, I'm not saying all of us, but a lot of us have seen people, the last seconds, the last seconds of someone's life. We've seen the lights go out in someone's eyes, and I think that's something there's something wrong where what's happened to society, where it's becoming so common now that we just see people just basically being deleted. Let me be careful because of the stream, losing their lives in all manner of the worst ways. Where's the world got to? What have we become?
When I was young, I wouldn't say the first scandal I remember, I think it was Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
So I think I was in high school or early college.
Okay.
No. Trayvon was the young one. It was the guy in Ohio. I can't remember his name, but I'll give you I remember the way the media said it. I thought that he was just gunned down by police.
Right.
And it turns out the facts of the case came out. I think it was Brown, something Brown.
Mike Brown?
I think so.
Okay.
And then he was like going for the police officer's gun.
I think it was Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had like punched the police officer like 10 times. And I'm like, well, what did you?
Right.
Like, well, why would they tell you it the other way? You know, it's like, why wouldn't they just stick to the facts of the case?
Yeah, they have to paint a narrative.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that then. It was once I started, again, being more in conservative circles and start looking into things that it was like, okay, they aren't just being chased and shot down like dogs in the streets. We've been lied to.
Yeah.
And
the early marketing was really I understand why people fell for it.
Yeah.
You know, I was young, so I wasn't that political at the time.
Right.
You know, like when you're in high school, you don't really care.
And I was old and still and still wasn't political and getting duped. So I understand why people get duped like that. But
so by the time the BLM movement came out around, where were you?
Yeah,
I
didn't fall for it.
No.
By the time BLM came out, I had it up to here. And I think what really substantial in the Black community, it was simply because of the things, the degeneracy.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, he's one of us. Excuse me, he's not one of me.
So being that you are a product of rape, does that mean, are you pro-life?
What?
I am pro-life. And I always think, like, is it because of that? I don't know, but I've always been pro-life. Like, I had it out with...
She said she's the product of grape. So she was a grape baby. So she must be pro-life because she's alive, right? But imagine her mum got rid of her because she didn't. So that's crazy.
Friends. One particular friend, she was on her third abortion. And
how? You know, you can only get pregnant like 3 days. I mean, your chance.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh my God, she must be the most irresponsible person
right.
ever.
Isn't it? It's irresponsibility.
I'll give you one you can chalk up to like not know, but three.
She was on her third one, and mind you, at the time, we were 19.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
we were like 19, and so I've always been pro-life. And I remember at that time, her mother was mad at me because it seemed like I wasn't being supportive of her. I think maybe her mother thought this was her first one. I don't, and.
Stand by, guys.
Even I'll have like initial phone calls with people and they'll be like, don't worry, like if we proceed or don't proceed, we'll let you know otherwise. We won't ghost you. They've all ghosted me.
Just like you ghost the men in your lives. That's life. When people don't care about you, they don't treat you that well. Can't take it personal. We're going to have this woman, and I guess she's going to talk about how she is having a hard time finding a job. And one of the things that I've noticed where a lot of women say they can't find a job and they're having trouble with money, but I look at their Instagrams and they have such a crazy lifestyle that I think, well, it's no wonder you're having money problems because you were out spending. And there's a lot of things,
Nah, that's facts what she said. A lot of girls will talk about money or they don't have this or that, but they go look at them. They always have the most designer bags, always have new shoes, new clothes, the newest iPhones, makeup, nails, BBLs, lips, eyelashes, you get me? Everything, makeup. So it's like, women are the biggest consumers. Women are always consuming.
There's a video of her traveling.
We're Capricorn.
Heavy makeup, looks like hair extensions, maybe some minor plastic surgeries, drinking out. It's just, I get a little frustrated here. Fake nails. I barely get fake nails. I really do. I barely do. because they're expensive and I don't like sitting there half the day. It annoys me. I got better things to do. And that's really my big complaint. Like, if you want to complain about money, that's fine, but you know, don't outspend what you're making. Don't complain about money and how you can't find a job if this is the lifestyle you're living. I would just shut up, you know. Okay.
You guys, the job
Here we go.
market is literally insane right now because I have used every single connection I have made since starting my professional career, even like college connections. I have messaged every single person that I can possibly think of. I've emailed recruiters that I've talked to years ago about jobs at like previous companies that I was interviewing for. I've even cold emailed recruiters that I found like on LinkedIn, and I'm like, I don't know what is going on here, but I can't even get like an initial interview and I'll be extremely qualified for the job or even overqualified.
And when women say that they're overqualified, what they mean is I have a degree for it, not necessarily work experience.
Like, getting employment is not easy for anyone. But a lot of these generations, these younger people, they haven't got any, I say hunger, because they're not hungry enough. We used to be hungry and we go out and make things happen. They expect everything to land on their laps. But that's not how life works. That's not how life works.
The job. And I'm like that desperate. I'm just like, I think people are preying on the fact that we're all that desperate. And it's literally insulting because I had one company.
You don't look that old. You can't be insulted by any job that you're offered right now at this point in your career.
Reach out, and they were offering maximum of $55K a year, and they wanted like a couple years of experience. I was like, in what freaking world are you gonna get that? I'm like, I'd rather just stick it out on freaking unemployment and figure it out versus slaving away at a job that probably I won't like or probably.
Okay, $55K a year isn't bad. Why don't you just take it till you find a better job? I mean, I made $42K right out of college plus commission, but I didn't sell very much because I wasn't very good. So, and I was selling copiers during COVID, but you know, I knew it was a resume builder.
Would be an extremely toxic environment, because that's unfortunately just common these days in corporate America. But I'm like, I don't know what to do.
A toxic environment. Why do women think they're entitled to good environments at work?
Every time I apply for,
I mean,
yeah, like men work in toxic environments every single day. Most of the industry that men work in are toxic, but we just deal with it. A lot of women feel as if they're entitled to be some type of work, supposed to be some type of sanctuary. I'm sorry. Make your home your sanctuary so after a long day at work you can get back, because the world is harsh.
We're not entitled to good environments at school. I mean, I got bullied. You know, I mean, you're not entitled to being liked and having a good environment.
Something, I make sure my resume is fully tailored to that job. I make sure
Translation, I use ChatGPT.
There's keywords in there that match the job description perfectly. And I literally, even I'll have like initial phone calls with people and they'll be like, don't worry, like if we proceed or don't proceed, we'll let you know otherwise. We won't ghost you. They've all ghosted me.
Just like you ghost the men in your lives. That's life. When people don't care about you, they don't treat you that well. Can't take it personal.
I'm like, don't even tell me that.
I can't lie. Girls, you ghost men every single day. It's not that deep, man. It's not that deep. Just remember all the men you ghost and you'll get over it. It's not that deep. You ghost men every single day.
And then another company I was interviewing for, it was like an initial HR interview. She was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to get you in front of the team, yada, yada. And I followed up with her like a week later when she said she would get back to me. And when I emailed her a couple hours later, I got an automated response saying they are moving forward with other candidates that are more like the experience is more closely aligned to what they're looking for. I'm like, what are you looking for then?
It's time to take a shitty job. Men know when they don't get jobs in their field, it's time to take a shitty job. That's part of life, you know. I was demonetized for a year and a half and I had to change my entire business model. I mean, I got kicked off of everything. I had to go into YouTube services where instead of being in front of the camera, which I mean, I would do that too, But I had to rent out all the people that worked for me to other people, and I did their YouTube for them, which, by the way, I was very good at. I gave this business to someone else. I do a referral thing now if you guys are interested. But yeah, I mean, like I had to change everything around, and I made significantly less money, but that's part of life. Not everything goes your way. And sometimes you have to do different jobs to survive.
Because I have 5 years of experience in my field, I've made it to like the middle range. Heck, I've even applied and interviewed for jobs that are entry level at that point.
I want to know what industry she's looking for.
Wow. Like men understand that if we don't get what we need to get, the job we need to get, or the industry, we just got to take what we got to take, and we got to make things work. That's being a man. Welcome to being a man. This is the world of men. This is what men do. Ladies, you gotta understand, it's not always gonna be perfect, man. It's not always gonna be perfect.
Just so stupid. And there's another job that I think I talked about on here before, I don't know, but they're asking for 2 to 4 years of experience for $15 to $20 an hour. That same job, same job, but a different recruiter agency place. They called me again about the same job, and I was like already irritated because I was like, please do not contact me again because that is literally insulting. Now they've somehow upped it to $33.50 an hour. I was like, okay, that is better than 15 to 20. But again, how did we get here? It's probably because people like me told them to respectfully don't call me again because that's insulting. And it is insulting. And then another company that
women are...
What's insulting is not being able to pay your bills. Yeah, your landlord gonna be real insulted and insult you back, like kick you on the street. I don't understand. You can tell when they're young and that. Because she's like, you're insulting. How is the business insulting you? You don't have to go. It's not slavery. You don't have to sign the work contract. It's voluntary. You don't have to go work there. If you don't like how much they're offering you, you don't have to go there. You don't have to go turn up.
They're offered a job, they don't like the job, and they're offended. It's like, get over yourself. Right now you have $0 an hour. That's what your time's worth. So you can't really be mad at a job that offers you less than what you think you're worth. If you can't get anyone to pay it to you, then you start considering worse offers, at least until you find a better job.
Is local. I interviewed for a job and I put in my desired salary. And she messaged me and she was like, is this like, do you have any wiggle room in your salary expectations? I was like, yeah, I have a little bit. Tell me why. She was like, I said wiggle room. And she was like, we can't quite meet that. It was a $30,000 difference in my request or my desired salary. I was like, I was expecting maybe $5K, 30. And they wanted a couple years of experience. I'm like, in what freaking world? And I don't know. I see like...
Yeah, I need to know what job she's going for. Because she's like, oh, they said, oh, any wiggle room on the salary. And she thought it was going to be 5K and it was 30K. So how much was the job role? Or how much was you asking for? Because 30K wiggle room, yeah, I know you must have been asking for 100K. Let's see.
Both things on my LinkedIn. I see multiple things like, I'm so excited to announce I'm starting a new position, blah, blah, blah. But then I also see people posting the same thing that I had to about, hey, you know, my company...
I wonder what percent of Gen Z women have jobs. Percent of Gen Z women are employed. I am curious. So it says... The unemployment rate for all women in 2019 was 3.6%. Gen Z women are expected to make up 30% of the workforce by 2030. Okay, I can't find... If anyone has that stat, put it in the comments because I can't find it.
And I lost my job, yada, yada. And I'm just like, how are people finding jobs? Unless they're taking jobs that have crap pay and are just sticking it out and have multiple jobs. I don't know, but like I literally don't know what the answer is. And like I said, I've utilized every single freaking connection I've made in my entire life. Like even people like on here, I've tried everything and I just don't get any response back. I'm like, I don't know. And it's companies that I've interviewed for when I was still at my previous job. And I'm just like,
AI has taken out a lot of jobs. And I want to say a lot of jobs that women have. So, yeah, a lot of women maybe in the past that were employed are not going to get the same opportunities that they had before.
I've literally talked to you multiple times and like things just, I don't know. At the time, those
AI is coming to steal a lot of jobs. Hope some of you guys are ready. AI is coming to steal a lot of jobs. I hope some of you guys are ready.
positions didn't work out, but they're like, we'll keep you in mind, blah, blah, blah. And I have reached out to them every single time I've seen a job opening. But it's almost like people see I'm unemployed and they like don't want, I don't know. It's really weird. I feel like it's kind of like that saying, people are like, it's easy to get a job when you already have a job. Yeah, that's starting
Probably seem less desperate. Men think about that with women. It's easier to find a girlfriend when you already have one.
to track now because I got interviews and people messaging me out the wazoo on LinkedIn when I had a job. And now nothing.
Yeah, and the world has changed. Okay, guys. Well, let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, guys. Yes. I just reacted to content, but I'll be reacting all day. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn notification bell so you never miss an upload. Go check out. I got so many things at the moment, man. Go subscribe to Mischief Managed Media. That's the production. Shout out to the production team. Go check out all our productions. We got some new things that are dropping. Gonna be dropping this week. Make sure you go check that out. Like the video. Go watch all my reaction videos that I've got coming. I've got loads of reaction videos now. I'm following lots of the content. And yeah, man, just keep supporting, keep sharing, keep commenting. You know, that's what we're doing.